Good morning, everybody. I have just some chat today, show you what's going on, talk about plans, that kind of thing. Not a long video. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm having this, and it's overnight oats, and a good heavy portion. It is 11:07 right now in the morning, and I haven't eaten yet. I had 2 cups of coffee, so we have to count that, I guess, but I haven't eaten food. And I put, oh, my dishwasher's done. I did start the dishwasher this morning because I thought I started it last night and I didn't. What's I going to say? Oh, overnight oats in a jar in the refrigerator. Just, I used whole grain, like not instant, not quick, regular oats. I don't know what you call those. And for the liquid in it, I used oat milk, but it was chocolate oat milk. It gives it just a tiny bit more reason to live, you know? Okay, so I'm having that, and now I'm starting on my iced tea. So it's in one of these, and I have a seasonal orange straw is what I have. And I'm going to color in this. Don't know where I got it, can't remember. It was in I'm sure if I went back over 1,000 videos, I would be able to find out, but I can't. It says it came from Publishers Clearinghouse. It either came from a thrift store or it came from my mother. Publishers Clearinghouse, that, you know. So I found a page in it that smacked of autumn, and I did this. I don't like the way this turned out in color, but it did. So I'm using these pens, and every pen here has been tested for, you know, and I didn't do that. And I should. So I will continue, and they won't be this color. It's an oak, by the way. I believe it is. Acorns grow oak, right? Oaks grow acorn. We'll see. So I'm just going to do a real quick color page because I haven't colored for fun in a while. And let's see what else. Oh my goodness. Let's see. My mom is doing so well. I found out you don't water them from the top. You put them in water. I put it in a big, like bigger than this, bowl of water, and it sucked up every bit of it. I've never kept a mum alive for more than about 3 weeks. It's also not going outside in this heat. If it could just go ahead and be autumn, all right? If it could just do that for me. But no, it's going to be 80 all week long. I guess I should be happy it's not going to be 90. All right, on with my breakfast. Num, num, num. This is very good. I don't know. I don't think it has a whole lot more calories, but I'm sure it has a whole lot more carbs than it would have if I had just used whole grain oats and that's it. And some other, like whole milk. That, you know, the almond milk has the sugar in it probably because of the chocolate added. Speaking of chocolate, let me explain the whole title of my video. Stay away from the ding-dongs. They've been recalled. I didn't look up which states, which numbers, you know, serial numbers. I know it's 2-count, 6-count, and 16-count boxes. I haven't bought ding-dongs in, I don't, like years. Oh, I could eat a whole box of them if I did, and that's why I don't. The kids would be lucky to get one. The grown kids here. These particular ones in question have an expiration date of August 30th and September 3rd. So those are the ones in question so far. These things always seem to expand. The reason for recall is mold. I was talking to one of the kids here and I said, mold? Ding-dongs and Twinkies and stuff like that don't mold. What do you think happened? Like, were they stored in a place that was already moldy, used with materials that had mold already? Did they change the recipe to save money? You know, because those foods, everybody talks about how you can eat a Twinkie or a Happy Meal 10 years later and it looks like it did. You know, I could be wrong about that. But if you have ding-dong cupcakes, you know, they're the ones with the chocolate icing around the outside, and the middle has and then chocolate cake, and then the middle has the marshmallow fluff kind of. Don't do it unless you're sure they're okay. All right, I'm coming up with it. I wanted to say, I'll stop every once in a while and chat, but so the Farmer's Almanac, I live in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, 60 miles from Seattle. We have a whole different climate than Seattle has because we are right on the Puget Sound where I am. The water that comes in, it's deep, cold, not a beach that you would, surf in because there's no big waves. It's a still, cold, deep, dark water. It's the best kind of water if you're a submarine sneaking around, which is what that is. And also the carriers and the other kinds of Navy boats dock at several bases along my area. So, if you know what hits the fan, we'll be the first to get smoked here. That's what everybody always says. Anyway, back to my point. The Farmer's Almanac said we were going to have a warmer than usual, drier than usual winter. Well, National Weather Service or whatever does this every year too, came out with a colder, wetter autumn and winter, which would be fabulous. I'm retired, so I don't have to drive to work, but my kids do, and they're very good at it. None of them is cracked up in their car over, sorry, that's nothing. Ignore it. You heard nothing. You know that's nothing. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to snow. I'm looking forward to autumn. I really am. And so, let's see, what else was I going to say? Okay, I've written down notes because it's that bad. Let's see. Anybody watch, what's her name? Well, let's go on with another thing. Today, I'm hoping to bake something, to dehydrate something and to bake something. Mimi, that's who I'm talking about. Anyway, she dehydrated some greens today, and I have greens too. I probably won't dehydrate them. I have a big dehydrator, and it takes up a lot of real estate, and my real estate is pretty crowded right now on my counter as I look behind me. Anyway, so I won't be doing that. Today's No Cook Thursday, so I don't have to make dinner. The guys all get their own dinner here, and so do I on Thursdays. That's the good news. The bad news is it gives me more time to make something that they'll enjoy, or I can send to my parents or whatever. Bake. I like to do that. And it's warm. It's 80. Well, it's going to be 80 this afternoon. Okay, back to coloring. All right, I'm still working on it, and it's not great. I cracked up bad here. Maybe I can fix it. But anyway, today, I just got a notification. Today is my 4-year anniversary birthday for my YouTube channel, and I'm not getting anywhere fast. And I've had so many people from overseas say, oh, we can help you, send us money, I guess everybody gets that, and I'm always polite, but I don't care to go any faster than I'm going. I don't care to be super channel, not that I could if I did care. Do you know what I mean? I just want to do things that make me happy, and this and talking makes me happy, and that might bore some people, and that's why it's still 4 years and not monetized. That's okay. So happy birthday to me. I'd blow out a candle, but I'm too lazy to go get one. All right, as you can see, I hurried. I just wanted to get it done so I could get started on clearing off the counter, cleaning things, folding laundry. Like my husband says, he calls it killing rats. I call it putting out fires because it just always needs to be done. So Kendra was here, 8/28/25. It's an oak tree with 3 leaves, with the blue sky behind it, which came out of this book, Country Style Coloring from Woodland Creek. Okay, and then I want to say thank you for #ThursdayBookTube at Life with Patty and at My Mountain Home and Kitchen. Both these ladies are fabulous, fabulous. You can do any kind of book, like I just did a coloring book, cookbook, science book, any kind of book you can find. Magazines are good. How-to novels. I was going to say Miss Patty is having some health issues right now. Nothing serious. She's got a stuffed up head, sniffles, sore throat, whatever, all that kind of great stuff. And so I wish her well, and I hope that she will. I wrote down some things. What did I write down? Well, we may never know. Yeah, I think she should have some elderberry syrup, some peppermint if her tummy is bothering her, some golden seal. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a nobody. I'm just saying things that help me when I have a cold. Red raspberry leaf tea, also full of vitamin C. If you have it, Patty, start drinking. Drink it iced if it's hot. The red raspberry leaf tea is actually pretty darn good. And Daphne at my Mountain Home and Kitchen, I hope that you are well. It is the season. Those little darlings are coming home from the first week of school, first couple weeks of school, and they are bringing home the bugs, the virus. Stay well, everybody. Thanks for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.